New Jersey reported more than 3,000 new COVID infections today. The state's daily case numbers remain at their highest level since April. And now hospitals in the northern part of Jersey are being hit hard. CBS 2's Nick Caloway live in Newark with the latest tonight. Nick?
Dana, here in Newark, the number of new infections is rising, and that is leading to more people ending up in the hospital and the ICU. University Hospital in Newark, which was hard hit in the spring, passed a milestone in early September. 0 COVID patients for 4 days. Then came the second wave.
We're actually approaching 40 as of this morning, Nick, and we're still seeing positivity rates increase out of our community health clinic.
Dr. Sharif Elnahal is president and CEO of UH Newark, the state's only public hospital. As more COVID patients come in, he worries about having enough staff when cases peak again, because there won't be as much out-of-state help on the front lines as we had in the spring.
We, as you mentioned, benefited from agency staffing, folks coming from out of state, the U.S. Army Reserves, when the New York and northern New Jersey area were the global epicenter, but the pandemic was not yet affecting most of the country. Now that's not the case. We're seeing increases in almost every state.
In New Jersey, hospitalizations are soaring. On October 1st, there were 523 COVID patients in New Jersey hospital beds. That number has since surged to more than 1,900 patients. At University Hospital, more patients are getting sicker and ending up in intensive care. But the news isn't all bad.
It is encouraging that the death rate is dropping. And that's primarily because the increase in cases has not yet hit as much vulnerable and older populations as it was in the spring.
As the second wave hits New Jersey, Newark has become the epicenter of the state's outbreak, where new restrictions are in place on restaurants and non-essential businesses and curfews enacted in 3 zip codes. And statewide, restaurants must end indoor dining after 10 p.m., all in an effort to flatten the curve yet again. And beginning this weekend, state officials will be ramping up those efforts to enforce those new restrictions on bars and restaurants here in Newark and across the state of New Jersey. Reporting live in Newark, Nick Caloway, CBS 2 News.
Nick, thank you. A lot of information to take in. For a list of all the restrictions in the tri-state area and to track the coronavirus case numbers, go to our website, cbsnewyork.com.